Another thing that I also do in my lecture is this exercise that I call like the 5 C's of content creation. Give me a minute to pull it up because I'm sorry, I don't have it memorized right now.
Oh my God,
Um,
no, I'm so keen. I've already like written myself notes. So I'm like, let's
oh
do
my
this.
God,
This is
stop. I'm
great.
obsessed. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. My 5 C's of content creation. So here's how I do it. And it's basically the who, what, where, when, and why. But
Mhm.
I call it C's for content creation and social media. But what is the status of your business right now, currently?
Mhm.
So, like, where are we right now? What's going on? Whether you are mid stage, late stage, expert, intermediate, beginner, all of that jazz.
Mhm.
Why do you want to create? So that's where we go down that why is this important to me route. And then you can talk about like medium there, like all that stuff.
Mhm.
Who is the intended audience that you want to consume it, and how are you curating it? So consumption and curation is there. The where and when will you circulate this? Distribution, platforms, timing, marketing plan, yada yada. And then how does this build community and start conversation within your brand and within your pillars? So if you
Mhm.
can answer the essentially who, what, where, when, and why, the currently, the creation, the curation, circulation, and community aspects of being a content creator, I believe that you're going to be able to at least start and have a good place to start. From there, I know it's a lot. I'm telling you, I'm like meant to be
Oh, it's good.
Professor
Like this is a
Robinson.
roadmap for creators. I
It
love it.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go in and do another self audit, which is essentially about identifying other professionals in your field. Oh, what did I say before? Like 10 times, doing your due diligence, and analyzing
Yeah.
different like bullets of what you really admire and what they're doing well. So like there's a bunch of New York City creators that are succeeding right now. What are they succeeding at? Oh, well, okay, this one creator made a card game. She's like super famous and most of her money comes from this card games business. Guess what? Because of that, she's now able to become a public speaker. Guess what? Because of that, she's now been able to do the biggest brand deals and like everyone knows like who she is. So I
Mm.
think that's pretty cool that she was able to take something as small as like being a relatable creator to launching a product to then meeting her fans to then now being known by brands. Like that is honestly so smart. So what am I doing that I can either replicate or improve on in my own way, right? I'm not
Yeah.
saying take another creator's ideas and copy them,
Mm.
obviously. What I'm saying is admire it and innovate and apply it to yourself. Like everything comes from a business plan and that's, super super important as well. And last but not least, I wanted to talk briefly about this concept called Quitter's Valley. Something that makes
Ooh.
a good creator stand out versus a bad creator is their ability to get through times when it's hard.
Yeah.
I personally really struggle sometimes with managing my finances and expenses due to the fact that when you are a content creator, freelancer, contractor, you
Mm.
are not getting your money 30 to over 90 days after you've completed the work. I don't
Yes.
know if, yeah, like that is so frustrating.
Yeah.
And there are tools that exist like Lumanu and QuickBooks Pay and some other brands that allow you to essentially pull the money out early and then give ownership of your contract to that brand. But sometimes the brand or the agency managing it, because it's a third party agency, not the brand directly, will
Mm.
actually have a problem with that. And so,
Yeah.
therefore, you're actually not even able to get your money in the first place. So, anyway, I deal with this. Other people deal with like low views getting to them
Mm.
or brand partners like, dropping off a contract or, just not getting as much as you thought you may have gotten. And what happens is you're going up and then you go down into quitter's valley. And once you're in the quitter's valley, it's really hard to be okay being at your lowest, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think the worst part is when you know that you failed at something or that something didn't work, right?
Yes.
You're like, you're just falling off the cliff and you're like, shit, I'm in this place where I'm not doing as well as I thought I could. Maybe I should actually rethink this. I don't know if I should continue. And I think you should continue, obviously, always, especially if you're, if you have the padding financially, or you're able to stay with your parents or your friends and, figure it out at that point and keep going. Because a lot of people quit at that failure point. And because they quit, those are the people that say, I tried it, it's a scam. I didn't like it. It's not for me. They're all
Yeah.
liars, right?
Yeah.
So what you have to do is you have to get through that and then continue up. And obviously, it's like a stock market. It's going to be up and down your whole career.
Mhm.
That's any career, really. That's just, I think, life at this point. But when
Yeah.
you're first starting, you have to get through those really hard times until you see the results. And with that, I am done with being a teacher.